This video, I'm gonna give you my secret 3 tips that is gonna help you to train for big pageants like Mr. India or some of the major pageants that run in the country, or could be international pageants. Stay tuned and watch the entire video so that you can carry over some of my favorite tips that has helped me win the title personally. So tip number 1 is to build your self-confidence in front of the mirror. So most of the people neglect this, or they actually are not aware of this, that looking at yourself in the mirror will actually build self-confidence, because actually by general science, it actually feels frustrating, or it actually feels weird when you start looking into another's eye to eye for about 30 to 40 seconds. You don't feel like looking at anyone for about 30 seconds or over, because that's how we are born and that's how we are brought up. Now this will actually get your confidence down to a certain level when you are in the pageants. So you'll have to build your confidence by waking up every day, standing in front of the mirror, looking at yourself and speaking or introducing yourself. So you'll have to write some of the lines that could actually best describe you. Practice this day in and day out in front of the mirror, which is going to help you and fetch you best of the results, guys. This has helped me over years, and I'm sure this tip number 1 will definitely help you in achieving something really big when it comes to pageants or international titles. Tip number 2, learn the stage presentation skills. Now, what do you mean by stage presentation skills? So when you're talking in front of a people or a group of people, is actually defined as stage presentation skills. Now, a stage could be as small as people sitting like 4 to 5 people in front of you, or a stage could be as big as a stage where you're representing yourself in front of close to 100 or 1,000 people. So here, your presentation skills comes into picture when you are representing yourself in a pageant. Now, I have seen most of my friends or most of the people struggle in the stage presentation skills. This one is the most important skill that you'll have to possess when you're going into a pageant, guys. So some of the people that actually do some of the mistakes in front of the stage or in front of the people is they start moving hands like this when they are talking, or when they start looking here and there. They are not steady in their eye-to-eye contact, which I referred in the first point. And they also start scratching their body like this when they are introducing themselves. They're actually scratching their hands. They're nervous, their lips will shiver, and their hands will shiver. Lot of things like this will actually come into picture when they are writing your marks down for your presentation skills. So the best thing to avoid this is, again, go to the tip number 1 and avoid doing this by holding your hand stiff like this, or you can either hold your hands like this, or you can just stand straight and practice yourself, making sure that you don't shake your hands or you don't move your hands a lot when you're talking to people, right? Those are some of the biggest mistakes, and that will actually get your attitude represented in a wrong way when you're talking in front of the people. So make sure you keep your body parts in control, and you don't look here and there, and just stay steady with your focus when you're presenting yourself on the stage. Tip number 3, this is the most important tip that everyone will neglect. It is building your communication skills, right? So communication skills is the most underrated or most neglected aspect when someone is going to a pageant. People often neglect the skill, and they get into trouble in some of the areas when it comes to talent round, or when it comes to introduction rounds. They go wrong here when they have not practiced enough with regards to their communication, guys. So I can't stress enough. Let me take my example. I had gone to Mr. India auditions in 2017, but my communication skill was not that great, or my presentation skill again was not great, which led me to a failure for the first attempt. Now, I worked on my communication skills, I worked on my presentation skills for over a year in front of the mirror. I made sure my presentation is perfect along with the good communication, right? So this will actually fetch you a lot of points. This will actually represent what kind of personality you are when you're communicating. It's not always about having a good body or having six packs or having, good looks. It is all the overall package, what they are looking at Mr. India or any other big pageants. Now you'll have to have those 3 tips that I just shared with you guys. Work on them, possess them, and go get your titles, guys. So this is the most important tips that I can share with any of you guys. Now I'll just give you a quick example as to how I learned good communication. So I learned some of the good communication tricks through online videos by watching a lot of English movies. Now I also watched something called IELTS. Now IELTS is actually some of the exams wherein they actually judge you based on speaking, listening, writing, and reading. You can also go through those videos where they'll give you a complete education on the most perfect English that you can learn. And and in day-to-day life, I started speaking with my friends in English, which helped me a lot. Right? That's about it. I don't want to make this video very long. Please, if you've liked this content, I would request you to hit that subscribe button and also like button, a small notification bell, so that you don't miss out on my further videos. I'll come back to you with the next latest episode on my different series that I've started. Please do check them out and let me know what you want to see in the comments section. I'm happy to make that for you guys. Lots of love. I'll see you in the next one.
Hold me close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we